up Jesus. I will lift up Jesus. Ah, God bless you. I will lift up Jesus.
So we have 1 hour left on the car. I did something pretty fucking stupid just now, which you're gonna laugh at. We was over at McDonald's. I stormed off because they messed my order up and I had to wait another like half an hour. I left my bag in there, got back to the car, drove off. Yeah, my bag's there. So we're gonna have to go back to McDonald's, get my bag, if it's still there, because that's like a £50 bag, and tail between my legs. And now it's been past that half an hour and all I've done is had an energy drink and sit on this anchor and think about what I'm doing. So yeah, textbook error really, my own fault. So we're gonna walk under this anchor and back to McDonald's, walking, yay. Come back to the car and the queue hasn't moved for the drive-through. They got people actually taking your order outside. It's rammed, absolutely rammed, this place. I'm not gonna be, I feel sorry for the customers, man. Like, the food isn't that good to warrant a wait that is that long. Right, so it's another McDonald's order picked up. This one again going straight to another tower block, but a smaller tower block. And I'm running out of Christmas jumpers, you know that? Scheduling breaks is a strange thing, like because it's down to me and I can just take a break whenever I want. I find myself not doing it and challenging myself to go further. I desperately need a drink. I just ignore these feelings and just keep trying to make more money, because it's in my hands. I need some sort of a routine that you just, not being a self-employed person, I've never had. Like when it's down to a company and you're told this is when you take your break and you've got a leeway of about half an hour, in this it's down to you. And my self-control isn't perfect, or existing. All I have delivered so far is fucking McDonald's, man. Like, I need some variety. I'm sick of dealing with McDonald's. Like, all I can smell in this car now is McDonald's. Like, I haven't eaten McDonald's in maybe 5 years, and the sizes of the things, they look this big. Like, that's a guy's like 8 inches, right? If you're into that sort of thing, man, like you get an 8-inch burger at McDonald's, it's this big. Like, wow, just wow. So straight into another McDonald's. This one also has a queue. I believe this queue is for the drive-through. So if I was on a moped right now, I could just like rock up and go in. But they take so long getting your food ready anyway. So there is that. Like, I mean, that's a good 15 minutes of drive-through queue, plus the wait to get your food, or to get into the car park is a 15-minute wait. That's crazy. Is McDonald's that good? I mean, you can answer that in the comments. So yeah, I'll park up here, walk across the road. They're normally ready pretty quick, so we'll be pretty quick with this one. Says a lot about Shirley McDonald's that the place that we're going to now is right close to Shirley McDonald's, but they don't order from that one, they order from this one. basically, it's got to a point now where I am tired. Like, I am tired, not just energy drink tired, and I can get by on one of those. Like, I am just pretty tired now. I pulled over for my first actual break. Like, people who know us personally know that I literally don't sleep. I just go, I do like 2 hours a day, if that, and I'm just always awake. Yeah, I got to a point today where I was just exhausted, like proper tired. Yeah, one thing I've noticed with Uber, when you do long shifts, so as a taxi driver, it doesn't, it makes you take a break after 12 hours. It cuts you off, cuts your fare if you're on one. That's just how it is. It's just what happens. On this, it doesn't. So if you're doing long shifts continuously, so you have your driving time, it just lets you do it. So in theory, you could just keep working. I don't know if that's because I'm not carrying people. In theory, I could just do like 36, 40 hours straight, like, and it mean nothing. I could just keep driving. It's not that I'm gonna admit defeat, because I'm not gonna. I'll go probably another 8 hours. I might go till 2, because that McDonald's that we just come from now, that shuts at 2. Already feeling it, and it's pretty early in, isn't it? So you got to have some stamina to do this job, man. Like, that's one thing I've actually noticed now. I know this is an exceedingly long shift, and most people don't do it like that. They don't do it as a full-time job even. You know, a lot of people just sort of do it as, you know, they'll do 2 hours a day and that's it. Something like, you know, like just a 20 quid or so. A lot of people do it, £20 a day, get to the end of the week or whatever, you got £100, happy days. But if you're doing it full time, you got to have some proper stamina. Like, I think "I'm tired" might have replaced 50 mile an hour. That's my new catchphrase. Right, there we go. Another order. And this one is right close to where I live. Literally one road away from where I live. Right. Morning. £1,000 a week might have been a bit ambitious. From 6 until 9, I got one order. I was flying in the morning. Like, I'll make that clear. I got to 80 quid really, really quick. Then nothing. Just sat there, tired, just in the car. Like, just nothing happening. So I believe that's out now. But I'm going to keep going, maybe do 20 drops a day, just as a rough guide for everybody. The car, there was some screeching when I was driving. So, driving along, doing my thing, suddenly there's no power steering. Screeching everywhere. I'm thinking, oh, for God's sake, man, what now? What now? It turns out power steering fluid needs to be put in the car. So again, my fault. So I had to go to a motor shop with no power steering, pop in there, whack some in, good to go. Yeah, just had a service actually, that car, and yeah, it's just done that. So I doubt they actually topped anything up or replaced it like I paid for. Yeah, so I lost a couple of hours because of that while I was figuring out what was going on. Anyway, earnings from yesterday. I did 21 trips, so I've done 20 trips Monday, 20 trips Tuesday, 21 trips Wednesday, but I earned less money than both of them 2 days by a long way. For 9 hours, 37 online. I was awake doing work for 12 hours, but it's not counted it on there, I guess. Yeah. not a good thing. You kind of hate the failure of it, but at least we'll get a true indication of what a working week of Uber is like. So you can watch that, I guess, instead. So we'll still take something from this challenge not being done. I'll show you on here. I'll put it on the screen. So to give you a rough idea of how dead this was, and we get to 6 o'clock. So I'll hold that up. I'll put it on the screen. So 17:56. Then I'm still online at this point. So I had nothing until 2027. Then offline, nothing. And just a long wait. And then an hour after that was my next one. And then from 10 onwards, I was busy again. Or busy-ish. Now, the £4.58, that was a double delivery. Would you believe that? As 2 deliveries at the same time from Sam's Chicken, and there was no boost on it. So I got paid an extra £1 to go to do an extra job. So totally not worth the money without boost. Definitely not worth the money without boost. Other things that happened yesterday. I did over 100 miles, so the car needed petrol this morning. So that was another 60 odd quid. So in terms of cost, we're already another £60 into this. My insurance needed to be topped up because we'd gone over the 20 hours. So that was another £20 and I earned £80. The app crashed yesterday, so it kept logging me out. So I had no way of actually earning money. So when the app goes down or your network loses service, you have absolutely no way of earning money. You're reliant on that service. You're reliant on that app. I have a backup phone. I tried using that. It was actually Uber that was down, not anything else. So I lost half hour. Half hour normally, you just chill. Half hour when you're doing a challenge, or half an hour when you're just working. That's a lot. Yeah. I got my first real negative review because McDonald's didn't put a burger or the right burger in a bag. The customers called the restaurant. The restaurant told the customer to call the driver so the driver will sort it out. No, that's not what happens. You put in a complaint to Uber, Uber refunds you. I was there when the phone call took place. I was watching the guy do it. When I confronted him, he admitted that he'd done it, but he's passed it straight off onto the driver, me. The customers called me all angry. I have no input into what they put in sealed bags. They're sealed. When you get them, they are sealed. So all I do is take it from A to B. Because of that, I got a negative rating because of the restaurant's mistake. I was fuming. I know, obviously, who the customer is. I know the customer has done that before, not just downgrading drivers, but putting in complaints for free food. So it makes you want to go back. Like me personally, it makes me want to go back there. I find myself eating more. I eat maybe 1 meal a day. I'm eating like snacks. I don't eat snacks. Like I'm eating sweets. I don't eat sweets. Just for energy, I guess. But pretty tired with that. I don't eat that much now. I'm eating. Yeah. I messed up an order. My fault, half my fault, half the fault of the calf. So I went into a coffee shop. 2 orders on the side. I thought it was my order, so I put it in the bag, but I had 2 orders. So I thought these 3 bags were the 2 orders. It wasn't. That was 1 order. So I gave one poor person part of their order, a totally different person completely random stuff that will be not what they ordered. And the bags weren't labelled. The staff didn't want to speak to me, so I guess that was a thing. I might have mentioned that yesterday. I would, if I've had a stressful day, like when that idiot threw a bag of chicken, if I've had a stressful day, I would drink. I'd grab a bottle of Jack and just boom, done. KO, happy days. But because I have to get up early to do this challenge, I know that alcohol would still be in my system. I can't get up smashed and continue to work because I'll still be drunk. So this is stopping me drink. So I actually can't do the one thing that I enjoy doing, drinking. So there is that. That's not a good thing. Yeah, so it's taken that away from me. It's forced me to be sober-ish. Yeah, miserable. Miserable. Oh yeah, that is on because I have to tie my beard up to wear my mask to work. I probably explained that already. But yeah, back out to work.